So I'm gonna do the cover art for this video. We have Ogun on the left as the spiritual warrior. So once again, this is spiritual dominance, and I don't want to hear nothing else from this point on about anything in reference to any shit ever about anybody doing anything to you. Is your Ogun charged and directed towards them? Your Ogun should be on standby. Your Ogun is a military defense system that's 10 steps ahead of any attack. But are you tuned in and tapped into your Ogun? Your Ogun is there so your vision can be lived. What am I talking about? Y'all ever seen Rourke, Honda, or some shit like that? Or goddamn Carvana, or any car lot, or any restaurant, or any store? That was somebody's damn vision. Now, at any point, a tornado could have came. At any point, the tax people could have came. At any point, the mob could have came and said, "You ain't building this. We need insurance." Or anything negative could have happened for any business to stand up and say, "This business ain't standing up." Well, actually, we raising the rent up 20,000. Anything can happen, right? However, it's still Rourke goddamn Honda. It's still Carvana. It's still YouTube. It's still these wonderful organizations that's super successful. How did they become successful? They became successful because they were spiritually dominant, and they didn't ask, "Well, I was wondering if maybe you could just cause I was just kind of bored, and you was just sitting there, you was looking good too. Could you think you could lick my balls?" Nah, I ain't licking your balls. Get out of here, lame. That's a Martin Lawrence joke, by the way. Meaning that how you go in a particular situation, how you take from a particular situation is how you be ultimately successful. And if you tap into the energy of Ogun, all of the women are attracted to this dude. Oshun, she come up in the woods. They all run into the woods. Shango hurt me. He went Oya. Oya, he hurt me. He went Oshun. Damn, Shango. Why are men so like this? But not you, Ogun. You different. You so different. I like you, Ogun. Heal me. Heal me. Make me feel better, Ogun. Kill her ass. What she do? Run back, right back to goddamn Shango's ass. But I digress. We ain't talking about that. But the message is that protective force, that healing force, like, women be really, like, they get horny for a cop, right? Like, a cop turn y'all ass on. Just the uniform and authority, and like, y'all be liking that shit. Because that protection energy is like, I'm gonna tell you what, you could be ugly as all hell, right? You could be kind of fat. You could be all toothless even. You could be with a couple all types of shit going on with you. But if you provide that Ogunian, masculine, protective, spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, you don't gotta worry about shit, girl. I got you, girl. That do something to the vagina, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. That do something to the womb. That do something to the yoni. It's just to stimulate it. You start protecting her. Don't knock a nigga out for her. Oh my goodness, she be in that thing, pussy simmering. So, another thing, Ogun energy is healing. It's healing to the whole world. Spiritual dominance is what allows you to accomplish your vision. Now, since we all have a Ogun, since we all have a spiritual dominance, we then will, one will say, no, you don't got a spiritual dominance. And so you would haphazardly, unconsciously redirect your Ogunian energy upon yourself. Because the thought of not having a spiritual dominance is isn't that an attack on yourself? And in reference to spiritual dominance, and you're not attracting supreme love, just the highest of heights of energy, then you're probably in the realms of attacking yourself, whether you know it or not. So the purpose of this conversation is to bring about the deeper opposition between Mars and Jupiter throughout the week. So Mars deals with the sexual organs. Jupiter deals with the solar plexus and more of the expressive, natural way of how we are when we are super lit, turned up, our best self. I'm living my best life. When we are in that energy, that's our solar plexus. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas, right? Why should I? So, real quick. Ogun, according to, I don't got it with me, New Orleans Voodoo Tarot, represents technology and war. And it also represents the fives. Now, the fives are the first deacon of Leo and Aquarius. Leo, the Five of Wands, respectively. Aquarius, the Five of Swords, respectively. Now, Mars is exalted in Leo because Mars is fire energy. Leo is fire energy. So when we reference the Five of Wands, this energy is heavy. But when you look at the Voodoo Tarot deck card, that card is Ogun La Flambeau. And that's like the police protective force. And one say, you know, I don't need the police, but not like the 50 or 911. It is the protective energy that makes sure that your goals can be accomplished. Now, if you philosophize and intellectualize such things as racism, and of course racism exists, but that's a human understanding. And when you absorb any type of information that doesn't resonate with your soul, and so how do you know if something resonates with your soul? First and foremost, of how you feel. So if you listen into this video and you feel like, I don't like this, then this video is not for you. But if you feel like this resonates with you, that's because it is for you. It's for you to help you. That's the purpose of it. It's not to make you feel bad. It's to help you, but make you feel good. So once again, when you resonate from the soul and you move from the soul, everything works out favorably. So you don't need to intellectualize and go back and forth with people when you are in the realms of understanding your spiritual world. And once again, certain ideologies that are based upon inferiority and supremacy are usually flipped. Because in order, only an inferior person, think about this, only an inferior person would have to position themselves or wish to position themselves as supreme. Think about that. Because if I was superior, say for instance an ant walked past my foot, how crazy would it be for me to kneel down on my 2 feet and pick the ant up off the ground, bring the ant up to eye level and say, I'm superior than you? That don't even make sense. So any ideology that you absorb is not ever right or wrong. And your ability to intellectualize it, your ability to find sources and have dialogues and references of it, doesn't mean that it isn't complete ignoramus buffoonery, right? In life, you could either connect to what other people are talking about, meaning that you are inferior, you are second class, you are no good, you don't deserve this, you don't deserve that. If you hear it long enough, your subconscious mind believes it to be true. So when you reference every narrative, everything that you hear on TV, everything that you hear on the radio, everything that you watch on Netflix is not to entertain you. It is to control your mind. And if you can understand this conversation, you are fortunate as fuck. Because most people will listen to this and it will be sounding like I'm actually talking in Spanish. Like literally talking in Spanish. They cannot keep up or understand it. Why do you think that is so? Because they are under deep and severe mind control through the repetition of inferior messages. They're not inferior. They obviously are superior if all of this work is being taken place to put you in an inferior mindset. If anybody put you in an inferior mindset, that must mean that you're superior. It would have to mean that you're superior. However, if you don't have the balls or the worthiness or the Ogunian strength to say, bitch, I am superior. Now what? What you gonna do about it? Make me not superior. And who exactly is superior? This spiritual beingness, this connectivity, this network of spiritual Cancerian energy of big mamas and big daddies from here to Atlantis, my nigga, my naga, however you want to phrase it or put it together. You are so strong and so powerful. You damn right you superior. Just ain't nobody gonna tell you. Realize that. So your Ogun is your spiritual warrior. So the first deacon of Leo deals with strife. It's like a battle. The first deacon of Aquarius is defeat. It's already given up. So even within coding in the spiritual systems that people may study, see, y'all may think that I believe in astrology or I'm a champion of astrology. No, I just understand that this is the tools that the beast use, and in order to understand the beast tools, I need to be 10 steps ahead. And I already know this shit. But maybe to the people who don't know, who might get up under the beast systems and fall into the beast propaganda, and then from that propaganda begin to internalize inferiority complexes that don't even exist. So your feelings are the understanding to the fact that that's not true. Because if a person told you that you was inferior and you busted a nut, then it was true. But if it made you feel like shit, that's because it wasn't true. So what's the solution? You then begin to connect back to your source. And the first person that's meeting you at the gate is your Ogun. And that's why the strife is there. That's why the defeat is there. We have to remove that. We have to look, you know what I'm saying? Go through the side door or the back door or some shit with this shit. Because no way are we defeated. No way are there inner strife. And if there is, we know exactly what we need to do. We need to be so clear on ourselves. So when I'm reading these law of attraction literatures and things of that nature, they're talking about realize who you are. Be your best self and this, that, and the third. And I'm reading these books and I never hear how. Isn't that something? Ain't that the craziest shit that you ever heard in your life? A whole big ass law of attraction book and telling you all of this shit that you could manifest, but never telling you exactly how. Ain't that some crazy shit? That's some crazy shit. Like, that is some crazy shit. All of these law of attraction books and they ain't telling you how. How about I tell you how right now? Purge your goddamn gut. Get rid of your gut and your law of attraction is on top. See, but purging your gut is also purging your material finances and things of that nature, buying shit and fucking people. I'm sorry. The Ogun in me is coming out and y'all gotta cool me down. Cool me down. Oh my God. So Sun conjunct Mercury in Cancer. It's like, this is about family and family orientation. But our Ogun energy is attacking our family, friends, and the people that we love the most. Because we couldn't understand that those... Because since our family and friends and close family and friends and social circle is not our source, since they will never be your source. So eventually they'll fall short. They won't meet your criteria. They won't live up to your standards. And guess what you'll do? You'll sick your goddamn vicious old goon on them. So cool your old goon. Redirect your old goon.